Good morning guys, welcome along, thanks for tuning in. Nigel's Modelling Bench here. I've got another review today. This is the Airfix 1/72 scale Avro Lancaster B.II. And before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and if you have, thank you very much. And at the end of this video, if you've liked it, give me a like, and if you haven't liked it, give me a dislike and tell me why. So this is the 72nd scale Lancaster B.II. As you can see, this one's equipped with the radial engines rather than the Merlin engines. I believe this was the first release of Airfix's new mould back in, what was it, 2014 I think. And in my opinion, this is by far, not this particular aircraft, but the Airfix Lancaster 72nd scale moulding is by far the best 72nd scale Lancaster out there. In fact, I would go as far as to say the cockpit detail in this kit is less complete than the HK model's 1/32nd scale, but it is more accurate than the 1/32nd scale model from HK. So that gives you an idea of how good this kit actually is. I started building the Revell Lancaster on here. If you have a look on my channel, it's called Let's Build a Little Lancaster. That was going to be a fun build and turned into be a modifications project with modifying the engines and the dihedral. That's here to my left. It's due to be finished very, very shortly. Somebody commented I should get the Airfix, so I thought, well, it's more than double the price, why? And then a few people said that, so I went and bought one, and my god, I can see what you meant. And I'm so impressed that I've gone and now bought this one. Because as you can see, it's just so different looking with the radial engines. I've had a quick look on some historical information. Apparently these radial engines were used because of the short supply of Merlins due to the Spitfire and the Mozzie needing those engines. So they looked at putting this Hercules on there. Disadvantages: it had a lower ceiling. It couldn't go above 20,000 feet. The others could go to 30,000 feet. Which meant it was below all the other bombers, which isn't good, but it carried more bombs, so it could carry more weight apparently. Obviously if I'm wrong, then please tell me in the comments. I know there's a lot of people out there that know a lot about Lancasters, and I'm sure there'll be lots of comments below telling us all the facts and figures all about this aircraft, and that's great. Please comment, it's good to hear from you guys. And as we can see here, it also comes with bulged bomb bay doors, and it's also got the ventral turret here. So let's have a look in the box and see what we get. So opening the box, I have had a very quick look, but I haven't actually opened any bags or anything. Usual lovely large Airfix manual here, and we've got our colour call outs for the kit, which are double-sided full colour, which is what you don't get in the HK kit. And you can see we've got the two versions here. One's from Cambridgeshire, November 44, Fanny Firkin 2. And we've got this other one here, Z for Zombie, or Z for Zombie because it's English, although it's Canadian, so it could be Z for Zombie. In July 44 from Linton on House. Is that House or House? I'm not sure, sorry, I should know, I'm English and I should know that. In Yorkshire from July 1944, so both the same pretty much schemes, but one's got the bulged bomb bay and the ventral turret, and one hasn't. So there we go. And the lovely instruction manual, lovely decal sheet. Let's quickly have a look at that. Really, really nice, typical Airfix, all in register. Really, really sort of thin, not a lot of carrier film. They should go down beautiful. There's no manufacturer's name or anything on there, so I'm not sure who they're made by. But we've got the there's your zombie, Z for Zombie nose art there, and there's your, was it Fanny Firkin 2? Fanny Firkin 2? Fanny Firkin 2. I can't read the white on the background there, but yeah, Fanny Firkin 2. So GIF. So there we go. And the instructions, we've got some history there if you want to have a read of that. You can pause and read that now. And that just basically tells you pretty much what I've just already said. So I'm not going to do a massive full-length review on this kit because if you look back a few days ago, I think it was about 4 or 5 days ago, I did a, or 4 or 5 videos ago, I did a review of the Airfix Dam Busters kit, and all but a couple of sprues, this is identical. So usual sort of Airfix manual with the health and safety notes and the legend here, and then we're going on assembling the bomb bay, cockpit. This is all the same. This is all the same as the Dam Busters line that I reviewed. We've got the windows going in, fitting the interior, closing up the fuselage, building the undercarriage bays, wings being assembled around. I don't believe we get any bombs in this kit. I think you have to buy the support crew, the support thing for that, you know, with the vehicles and everything. We've got our landing lights going in here. What's that, formation lights? I'm sure somebody will tell me. And then here's where the difference comes. We're starting on with the radial engine assembly here. We've got the air intakes that go top and bottom of the engine. And then we've got, yeah, so you've got the 2 outboard engines and the 2 inboard engines, which are obviously different because the inboards cover the undercarriage bays as well. But I'm guessing that all 4 actual engine nacelles and nasals, nacelles, and whatever you want to call them. I got told off by an American gentleman for saying it wrong. Yeah, so I guess the nacelles or nacelles will all be the same. So yeah, fitting the engines in there, that's the difference. Undercarriage doors, I'm guessing that's all going to be pretty much the same, or the landing gear will be the same. You can see there, this is with the option with the landing gear down, this is with the landing gear up. And then we've got the flaps, which you can have either down or up there, which is a nice touch. And the detail inside there is actually better than some other kits that I won't mention any names of that are larger than this one. It's all very nice indeed. Got the fairings going on there, which is a nice touch. This is something the Revell kit doesn't have. You're left to your own devices to fill that gap and blend it in. So I mean, as I say, if you're a beginner and don't have all the tools and equipment and fillers and stuff to hand, you know, you're far better off spending the extra little bit of money up front and buying this over the Revell. This kit is a million times better. And then we've got the option of the bulged or the normal bomb bay doors. And then we've got bomb racks in here, which is, these little bomb racks are wonderful. You don't get these, here you go, the bomb loads to suit this model are available separately in the bomber resupply set. So yeah, you can buy that little resupply set and you get the bombs. But you also get all the vehicles and everything. Have a look at it, it's a beautiful little kit. I might even get it myself at some point. Yeah, and then you've got the bomb racks. Even though you haven't got bombs, you've actually got the racks for the bombs, which is a nice touch, because some other kits, which I won't mention any names of, but they come in 32nd scale, they don't even have bomb racks. They just have holes in the bomb bay roof for bombs to go in. So if you wanted to display your model with no bombs in, you're left with all these bloody location holes. It's pathetic for a 32nd scale kit. So there we go there. We've got our undercarriage going on the wheels and everything. And then we're starting on our turrets, which are all nicely detailed inside. Edward do a PE set for this if you want to go over the top. And then we've got our sides going into the canopy there. No blisters to be used on this one. So got a couple of spare blisters for the other kit should I need. If you remember, my other sprue had some faults in it. I've been in touch with Airfix and they've come back to me, and I guess they're going to send me a new sprue. So we have got the engines going together here, the engine nacelles, and they are in fact different. So you've got 2 here, 2 here. I'm guessing, okay, they're different because they're left and right, not because they're inner and outer. So I don't see what the difference is there, but obviously it'll become apparent once it's built. And we've got the inner engine cover going on there. Got some lovely engine detail. They really are nice little engines. I'll show you those now. Then we've got the exhaust going on. I think these were called the porcupines, weren't they? And there we go. I believe this engine is off of the Beaufighter, isn't it? Please tell me if I'm wrong. I think this is the engine off the Beaufighter. There's the compressor going. I'm supposed to say shut up compressor now, aren't I? And here's the suggested bomb layouts for this aircraft. So there we go. Typical Airfix, everything comes in one bag, which is a shame. The clear parts are in a separate bag within that bag, but it's a shame they just stuff all the sprues into one bag, because parts do get broken off. If you remember, my dam buster one had a couple of parts missing off the sprue hanging around loose in the bag. It's a shame they do this, but at least they do box models according to their size. I mean, some manufacturers, not mentioning any names, but Revell, put a tiny bag of sprues in a massive box, and then it just sits there rattling around and knocking about, and all gets damaged. So I'll get this bag open and then we'll have a look at what we've got inside here. Clear sprue, and as you can see, we've got many clear parts for all the different turrets and everything on here. Just looking at it, it's got the same issues as my other sprue had. You can see, I don't know if you can pick it up on the canopy there. There's this kind of, you can see this line in the actual canopy, and it's in the plastic. It's really weird. It's not like a scratch on the surface. It's really strange. And we've got the same here on this side window. It's really funny, and it's a real shame, because Airfix have come on so much in like, the last few years, and yet their clear parts are still really poor. The Typhoon canopy, remember, we had the problems with that one. But yeah, when I say really poor, I guess that's unfair. They seem to have these flaws in them, and they just seem to not do anything about it. This is the same. You can see that line in there. It's exactly the same as my other one. So there's obviously an issue with the injection process. I know these things are made in India, so I guess they're sort of a bit distant from their quality control. But anyway. So let's get into these sprues. So here we've got the these are the undercarriage bay, the wing spars in the undercarriage bays. We've got some guns and turret details here. Got flaps here, which are really nice. The plastic is in typical Airfix. It's very soft grey plastic. And here we've got the alternative rear of the fairings behind the undercarriage. The alternative with flaps up or down. We've got some engine bulkheads there showing the oil tanks, which has got lovely detail on, and you can see there's some nice crisp detail on them. And overall, it's very crisp. You've got some flash on the sprues there, but nothing much at all on the parts. And if you look at the interior detail there on those flaps, that is absolutely gorgeous. A bit of flash laying there. Go away. If you look at the detail on those flaps there, and then compare that to the internal flap detail on the HK models, you'd be amazed. In fact, I'll show you now. Yeah, there's a photograph of what the HK flaps look like, and when you look at these, the ridge detail in there and everything, it's just so much nicer. Really is beautiful. So that's that sprue. I don't want to dwell too long on these sprues because they're all the same. We've got our undercarriage here, rear supports for it, bomb bay doors, fairing for the upper turret, bomb racks. As I say, this is all the same as the, pretty much the same as the dam buster kit. Then we've got fuselage, lower wing halves here, main spar, tail planes, fins with separate rudders, which is really nice. Weight on wheels, no writing on the tyres, but nicely detailed wheels anyway. The only downside I would say to this kit is the heavy panelling, but after it's been camouflaged and it's got some weathering on it, it'll be fine. Got some lovely interior detail there, which is pretty crisp. Got some ejector pin marks here which won't be seen. That one there in the middle of the engineer's panel will be covered by a decal. Yeah, all very nice. And again, here we've got the sister sprue to that one with the upper wing sections. Lovely sort of texture on the plastic. Bomb bay here, and then we've got elevators. Yes, it is an elevator, isn't it? More tail planes, the other side of the fin, main spar, and another wheel. You can see the bomb bay detail is extremely sharp and crisp. No ejector pin marks. And again, as I say, the bomb bay in this is actually better than the HK kit. Which is quite astounding really, when you think this is less than 10% of the cost of it. So there we go. There's some interior detail there, and then we've got the upper detail for the for our undercarriage bays. All very nice indeed. And then here's the biggie. This is the different one. This is the B.II dedicated sprue. And on here we've got the bulged Bombay doors, which you can see they've got quite a bulge in them. We've got our radial engine nacelles there. Radial engines themselves, all the air intakes, which are huge. They're almost as big as the engines, Christ. And then the outboard engines there, inboard engines there, inner engine covers, supports, whatever. Wing fairings. Not sure what that is. I think that's the back of the bulged Bombay, is it? That's the fairing for the ventral turret. Spinners here. And yeah, all very, very nice. Needle props. So let's have a good look. There's the props there. Unfortunately, the sprue attachment points are on the edges of the blades, which is a shame. But the engine detail, you can see there for 72nd scale, it's beautiful. Really, really nice. Very, very sharp panel lines, like lovely detailing. A little bit of fastener detail. A little bit of fastener detail on there. And then lovely detail on those engine cowlings there. Really, really nice. But unfortunately, there's going to be a seam to deal with. But any model with any level of skill should be able to get around that. And then we've got these are the engine front covers by the look of things. Those bits there, which are nice spinners. What the inside of the Bombay door is like. Well, we've got some ejector pin marks on there, which is unfortunate, but hey. And then we've got our, I'm sure these are called porcupines. Our exhausts there, which is the same as you get on the Blenheim and the Beaufighter. Yeah, really, really nice. All in all, just another beautiful Lancaster from Airfix. So there we have it. What would I give it out of 10? I'd give it 9.5. It would be 10 out of 10, but those clear parts, unfortunately, once again, is a letdown. As I say, I've asked for them to send me another sprue. I'm guessing now they're going to send me another sprue, and it's going to be exactly the same. There's also a flaw in this nose blister as well here. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. There you go, right there. See it? You can see it here. There's as I turn it, it's got like a flat on the blister. You can see it there. Obviously, it's an issue with the tool. It's obviously not the moulding. It's a problem with the tool. And you can see the smaller blister there has got the same sort of issue. It's all wavy and wonky. Not good at all. And the I'm not sure what these. Find something with some writing on. There we go, Model Emporium. Give Phrase Shop a visit. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the actual. If we look there, we can see it's it does distort quite a lot, which is a shame. You can see looking through the cowling there. If you read, if you read the rewards through it, just quick across it, you can see that it's quite a lot of distortion in there. It's quite thick. I don't know what those nose blisters are like, but yeah, they also give a bit of distortion as well. It's all quite thick, the clear sprues, but at the end of the day, it is a beautiful model, and this is a bit of a downside to a otherwise perfect kit. So there we have it, and thanks for watching. If you've liked what you've seen, please like, please subscribe, and hit that notifications bell, and you'll get notifications about all of my other videos coming up. So as I say, thanks for watching. Bye for now.